first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Bolden to start the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Ward. That is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ward. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Let's go now.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. Right. Black shot. No. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. It's short. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I'm not right.
Here's Bolden. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now have pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He finds his man, complete. It's short. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ward on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Off play action. Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down.
Hurry!
Back to throw. Ward. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lamb.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Sacramento first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Green jack.
Ward now on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Okay,
From
ready?
the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, no steal. Cut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Ward. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Ward to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Ward. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. Black shot. Strike.
To throw is Ward. Throwing on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Thomas. Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Field black. Red. Black ultra. Classic 6. Black 2. Smash. Check smash. Red.
Looking to throw. Ward. Over the middle, complete. That's short. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redwoods are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. Mitchell. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Mitchell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling there for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Warren, throwing on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ward. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
1.
Looking to throw. More. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go, set. Slide 2. Strike 60.
Ward throwing on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Mitchell. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's Mitchell on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake. Mitchell. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. But things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a whip.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Go.
On the handoff, they start with Bolden. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Bolden. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Mitchell, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They run with Bolden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey.
Bolden. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hurry, hurry!
Now it's Bolden. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, according to next-gen stats, and even 19 miles an hour. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ward. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're going to try and throw. Throw left side complete. That's short. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Back to throw. Moore drops it underneath to Thomas.
Ward's pass complete to number 8. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The man in motion is Brown. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's short. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. This is Thomas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back up. Red, cycle. You, yellow. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Looking to throw. Ward. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2, and he'll be brought down at the 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, Moore. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Ward. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Ward rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress. Season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mitchell now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He finds his man, complete. It's short. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ward now, off the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 59 yards. And the Redwoods get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the 49er first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off-play action. Mitchell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Out to his left. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again.
Ready? Watch out now. 50 series. 52 blaster.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, lost deal. Strike.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, move. Green back. 6, 7.
They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and